Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's episode of Crypto City. Thank you for being here tonight. Tonight we are about to have on a guest who I'm not going to call him an entrepreneur. I'm going to call him a seasoned entrepreneur because he has been doing this for a while and working really hard at an amazing invention that he's going to share with us in just a little bit. But for that, I would love to share with you something really cool. We talk all the time about how AI is going to be changing things going forward. And we talk about how AI is helping out in so many different ways in this world, especially now in healthcare. So Neuromnia is an AI-driven platform, and it's revolutionizing autism care by enhancing productivity, improving treatment quality, and increasing access to care. It uses Llama 3.1. In Neuromnia, it developed Nia, which is an AI co-pilot designed to support applied behavior analysts. So basically, Nia automates the key tasks such as treatment planning and documentation, allowing clinicians to focus on delivering quality care while managing larger caseloads. Because as you can imagine, autism is a huge problem right now in this world. 1 in 36 children have autism. And these AI-driven tools are helping the families that have this, that they're dealing with, and helping them get better care so that we're not behind the 8 ball on this. So Nia is basically an AI assistant who helps therapists by handling the repetitive tasks in autism care, such as the treatment, the plans, the paperwork, freeing up the therapist to focus on more important and actually working with the patients. So by using open source technology, Neuromnia can keep improving Nia without spending too much money and making it easier for therapists to take on more patients without burning out, all while making sure that the care stays not top notch. So looking forward, the platform aims to continue advancing its AI capabilities to meet the growing demands of autism care. So this is something that just shows one more step moving forward with AI to really make a difference in the lives of people. It's not just for fun. It's not just for making your workload easier. Yes, it does all of that, but it's actually doing big things like we've talked about before in healthcare. So now I would love to bring out our guest. If you would please help me welcome VenueGPS to the stage, please. Venue, please join us. Welcome.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you for being here. Please grab a seat.
All right. Let's see where we at. We're right here.
There you go. Perfect. That works. So welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. As I kind of said in my intro, you're an entrepreneur, but you're not just an entrepreneur. You've been doing this for a very long time, and you've invested a lot of time, energy, money, and, a lot of your life into what you're doing right now. How long actually has it been since you've been working on the VenueGPS app?
The idea started 2012 before I went to Spain. And when I was in Spain, I started 2013. I started it. Yes, that time.
So we're talking, pretty much 12 years. That's an incredible long time to work on this. Now, yes. VenueGPS itself, this is, we're going to get a little bit into the details of it, but an overview of it. It's an app that helps you find things, but tell us a little bit more of an overview before we jump into some details.
Yeah. So what motivated me is I'm a retired Navy officer, 22 years. I lived in 6 different countries, and, I've been to over 80 countries. And even with all the applications out today, it's hard to find things to do if you don't know what it is. And even if we have friends or family in these cities, they only tell us what they like and where to go, but there's more to it. So how about somebody make an app that will make me feel local while traveling, that not only that I could find events, but I could get all the open tables and the tickets and what event is going on. So you could pregame and postgame. So over 500,000 accounts I have with all 50 states, all cities, and we're just starting off with the metro cities. And we have added the Metaverse as that.
Okay. So that's an incredible feat to be able to look at the world and compartmentalize it down into such a small place. to make it,
Yes.
available to everyone. So the work that went into this, I would imagine, obviously many, many hours, but how does that impact your daily life? I mean, when you're doing this, because this started IRL, the metaverse is only new to this. So I would imagine your everyday has to be really absorbed.
Yeah, like class example, like last night, you guys gave me the link about what midnight. I was up at 2 a.m. sending the email out, doing things, doing the videos. So these are my normal days. I wake up 2, 3 in the morning to test it out. I still work. I do ballistic missile defense for the government outside DC. And when I come home after 3, 4 o'clock, I'm probably up to about 10, 11 o'clock doing entrepreneur again. What strengths it did to me, I have lost my relationship. My daughter graduated college for this time. So people didn't know that I was paying for my college for my daughter. She's the first of the family. She just graduated this past April. And that was a testament, which was great for me. I lost our friends. I lost mainly the family and stuff, and then with entrepreneurship, you have to watch out how you do it. And I speak frankly with this because if people don't know you're an entrepreneur, they're not ready for the ups and downs and stuff. And when some people ask you if you are right and it turns to an argument, they're not the right ones. It gets because people don't want to hear the real. So why are you doing it? Why are you doing this and that? And this is your dream. This is your passion, but it's very hard. And I advise anybody who's going to be an entrepreneur, if somebody meets you while you're an entrepreneur, then you need to tell them, but you can't start entrepreneur during and after a relationship or with everything, because you at least got to give them an out. Or this is what I want to do and stuff, because I have lost many in my time right here. Yes.
And I would imagine too, depending on what your actual venture is, each person is a little individual. I mean, you decide you want to start baking and selling cupcakes, maybe you can juggle that with your home life because you can do it from home. But something like this, you must have to travel.
This is different.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
This is different. This is VenueGPS is equivalent to a Facebook. It's equivalent to an Amazon. It's equivalent to Uber. It is that big. So I could say I'm probably, with AI and everything coming in, I'm probably going to be the last handmade humanity application before all this AI and robots. You see Elon Musk just relinquished all his robots walking around. They got the cabs and everything. So we are coming into a system now where soon the system is going to be building our world, if not taking over.
So do you use AI at all in your development, or is this all done by, personally?
Right now, this is all personally. This is all manual, all me. We are starting to do a code right now so I could build a digital robot of me, because we just activated London, Dubai, Tokyo, Cancun, all these places. And I'll be damned if I do Hong Kong and Dubai by myself. I'm not, I can't do that. New York and LA was enough, but now what I did is they're building an AI feature of me. So it's almost like a UFO. If I hover over a city, I could grab what I want. I could put it in a draft or a crawl or sandbox or sand lot, whatever you guys want to call it. And then I could individually put it over. That makes me easy. So one business account usually take me 7 to 8 minutes. I could drop that down 6 minutes and do it in a minute and a half and just accepting it, bringing it over.
Okay. So although you're doing this in a manual fashion, you're not opposed to the technology moving forward, because obviously this is technology moving forward, but you're trying to find the balance in between.
Yeah, and I watch everybody before I say, hey, use it all the time, because AI right now scrapes everything and it gives you all the Googles and the Chromes and the AOLs and Yahoo, whatever's out there, that's that information that relates. And it's still not valuable data. It could be saturated, it could be old. At least if it comes to me, I could still do my sanity check and make sure it's good. But I wanted to search for what I wanted to do, not for everything. So it's picking up bits and pieces that I need, but I still got to put the image and I still got to put the link to it. So that makes me still try to keep it man-made a little bit, if that makes sense.
So it's pretty much a collaborative effort between you and technology to make a better product. Now, all right, you kind of said a little bit about, when you travel, you wanted to play something that could actually help you, find places to go to eat, find places for entertainment, or even help, it might not necessarily be just entertainment, but maybe you're trying to find like a landmark or something that you've heard about. Mm-hmm. So all of that is in there. Now, with the transition over to the metaverse. So you decide you want to add metaverse venues in there. Obviously, for those of us who've been in here for a while, we've been in other programs where you jump in the program and it would give you, this is what's happening tonight, and here's where it is, and you could go there. With the loss of some of those programs and platforms, some of the new ones we pop into are not that easy to navigate. With an app like this, we could just open it up and say, hey, tonight I want to go into the metaverse and go to a talk show. What's playing? And you can pull it up. I have this app on my phone. I've checked it out a few times. We're grateful Crypto City is listed on this app. So talk a little bit about how you decided this is a need in here, and I'm going to actually make a whole nother location, the metaverse, and bring that in.
Well, with any business, to stay alive, you have to evolve with tomorrow. Metaverse means tomorrow. It don't mean yesterday. As we talked before, it don't means who was here before. Metaverse is tomorrow. Metaverse is the kids. So why not have an application where I'm an app and I'm going to have a kiosk in airports and hotels? So everybody's traveling with their Oculus or whatever devices they got. Why not put a kiosk in a hotspot? And I could find metaverse there, because now what my job is to bring more external traffic to all the metaverse events and businesses that are inside here, because I try to tell people to come to metaverse. The first thing they're going to say, who's not in here, why am I going to spend $300 to $400 or $500 for some goggles that I'm not even in here before? But now we can make it more easy, because now, Horizons just did the mobile device. Now you don't have to get the goggles, check it out on your device. Maybe that will motivate them to do it. I just want to give them a sense of direction. So not only that we got real world, but we have an event board and a business schedule. So if I type in Horizon Worlds, VR chat, spatial, those businesses will come up and those events will come up, because I treated them like zip codes or cities that's on the app and everything. So that's how you make it easy to find us. So I can type in Meta Podcast, Meta Sports, Meta Event, Meta Business, and it will bring up all the images within my subscription I asked for if I'm doing a new search.
Oh, that's amazing. It's very helpful to those of us in here who frequent and who jump around, might not know what's going on tonight. Maybe we're over here in VR chat, something amazing is happening over in Horizon and we're not aware, or over in Spatial, and incorporating all that in there is going to help everybody navigate both the IRL world and the VR world, much better. So let's talk a little bit about, before we actually see the app, let's talk about the actual process of development here. So obviously it requires funding. We already talked about requiring time, but with you obviously, nobody has this kind of money in their back pocket. So you need to get investors. So there's marketing, there's all different layers here that need to be incorporated for something so massive as this, because ultimately this ends up on your smartphone. So now you've got to also work with, the app stores and everything else. So how do you actually, develop this and then validate who you put on there?
Well, where do I start? So right now we're at $2.5 million invested. So I use $1.6 million of my money. I did have a little change. I ran my own Kickstarter with all my family and friends who knows I build businesses, and within 2 to 3 years, we raised close to $800,000 from 150 people that want to invest, and they're solid investors now. With that being said, since I know how to design and develop, if I was a business looking for me, I'll be charged. Hey, you want me to do a VenueGPS? I charge businesses $100,000 to $250,000. My last business I made money was I got paid $90,000 to do the NFL alumni app, but that was back in 2016-17 where the prices was low. But I did McDonald's app. I was responsible for the Domino's tracker. I was on that team, and I did the NFL alumni app. Plus, I did all the commands for the ships their websites and stuff. So you're going to need a marketing team. You're going to need a development team. You are going to need a pitch deck team. You're going to need a IT team, server. There's a lot of stuff. Like right now, I have 45 people that works under me right now that is big making this happen. Vice knowing what accounts go on. So let's use an example. I have over 80,000 music artists on here. I'm a singer. This is what qualifies you to be a singer. If you have a music album, or if you're a comedian, if you got that in any other the media apps, that makes you qualify. Or if any of the 430 music festivals selected you, that gives you a free music account right there. Because we don't want to go through, as long as your social media, as long as you're on there, that gives you that. But we're talking about nightclubs. We're talking about every arena, stadium, coliseum that has every NFL, NBA, NHL ticket right now. I could buy a ticket. I could buy a suite. I could buy parking. Remember, I'm affiliated with Ticketmaster, Live Nation, Eventbrite, or Open Table. So anytime you do any of those engagements, that's third party sale. I get a cut of that.
Okay.
So it is a lot going on. Oh yeah, it's a lot.
So now when it comes to, you just mentioned like Live Nation, Ticketmaster and stuff. So when there's actually like a concerts that get uploaded into there, do you have like a direct feed where those come up into your app, or do you actually have to go on there and choose what you're going to bring over?
No, we don't do favoritism. We basically takes everybody's schedule, like all the arenas, all the venues, all the theaters, and we bring all, and we manually do each one, and we just create an event, and we just match the schedule to make it look like. So anytime I go to Las Vegas or LA and I type in music genres, I'm looking for pop country, all the artists will come up, and it pulls from every venue. So you're no longer in the lead to know. Guess what? I think Las Vegas had the Usher festival canceled for weather. So now you have thousands and thousands of people that went to Vegas, stuck in Vegas. And if you haven't pre-planned in Vegas and you don't got no big pockets like that, you basically staying in that hotel. So now with like that situation, I could go on VenueGPS. I could see what other events is going on. If I could see who's the residency, I could see what other genres is going on. I could see food, drinks. Now I got cannabis on there. I could see attractions on there, sports. Or if I brought my goggles with me, I could go on the Metaverse and call it a day. VenueGPS keeps low risk. And if your family, kids, or whatever, you could go on it.
Very good. Interesting. And a lot of challenges, I'm sure, with making sure that you're gathering all the data. And, you're kind of a one-man show, but do you have a team of people who work with you as well for data gathering?
Yes, we have about 5 to 10, but it's still not enough. But like I said, we're just doing the metro cities now. But yeah, it is a lot of use case to make sure it works, and it's a lot of ups and downs. And luckily, we know how to do it ourselves. It's just a lot going on. Especially with the AI and the Apple Pay, because if everybody don't know, Apple Pay. Apple and Google changed their method around where you have to get their stuff, and any subscription, anything bought within the app, they take 30% regardless of what goes on. So everything goes on. So everybody needs to know that. You need to put that in your business plan. They take 30% of what's going on, because guess what? A lot of businesses are remote. If you don't have a house, you're working remote. You're not paying for mortgage. You're not paying for rent. So like just say Uber is $50 billion. So just imagine them being $50 billion and they owe Google and Apple 30% of that revenue because it all came from the app.
That's absolutely crazy. So, now let me ask you a question. You're developing this app. What if your app is out there in the App Store and it's free to people? How do you balance yourself like that? How does that happen?
Well, I'm subscription based. So, my subscription is $50, for a lifetime. for the year, whatever. And then, Apple will take 30% of that if it's bought from Apple. The only way I save money if the subscription is bought from the website, because if it's bought from the Google or the iOS, then you got to give a percentage. Listen, because you're in the App Store, it is not free. Remember, iOS and Google just did an update. Guess what I paid? I paid to update my app in Google to relate with the iOS 18 and the AI challenges, because in the springtime, they give you heads up. This is what we're doing. All app developers, all app stores, make sure your app is updated, because right now Google is updated, but my Apple is not. I have to change all my folders because they're not AI intelligence compatible. So I had to bring in 2 senior enlisted that knows intelligence to update all my stuff. And they've been working on it. What is it? They've been working on it since the last week of September, and they're supposed to be done this week. And it cost me probably 12 to 14,000 just to bring senior people on, just for me to get into test flight for Apple to look at it, review it, which takes another week for them to go, okay. It's a lot that goes with this.
That is absolutely a lot, and it's a little overwhelming listening to you talk about it. So before we jump into this, I want to ask you, you came up with this concept, you put the ideas together, the business plan and stuff like that. Tell me, how, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, like, how do you tell people who are out here who are like, hey, I have a great idea to come up with an app and it does X, Y, Z. How do they go about starting their business plan for that? Because it's not just a concept and running with it. Some things maybe, but something like an app like this, not so much.
There is over 5 million apps in the world. And, just like I use the example, Uber and Lyft. Lyft knew Uber was out there, but at the same time, you can't, there's 20 million people in the United States. You have to find a void. You got to find a need. You got to find a buy-in. Okay, I came up with the app. What's the next question? Do I have competition? Can I pull my competition from their app? And with competition, my platform has to be a little bit better than theirs to give people a reason. Okay, I'm going to use that. Just the way, class example, TikTok came in. It was great because they took all the kids off the Instagram and everything, and TikTok really created Reels. And guess who made it Reels after TikTok? Facebook and Instagram. So you have to find that edge. You have to find that balance, but it got to be user friendly, and the need got to meet the buy-in. The value got to meet the price, and the price got to meet the value. There's a lot of things. And welcome to technology where you only got microseconds to lose somebody's interest.
Well, yeah, that's true too. And, I would imagine you have a lot to answer for the people who do invest into you. They want you to continuously, do what they want. So
it's crazy right now. Like class example, and I'll spread it to you. I am talking to a credit card place right now because they've been looking for a company like me, VenueGPS, to need their credit card people. There is about 500 event type of apps that's out there that is a possible competition. But I could say, and you could do your research, I am the only one that has done what you do. You could still VenueGPS from me right now. But my question is, I know what 41,000 zip codes do, 19,000 cities. There is over 450,000 billboards in there. If you steal my stuff, what are you going to do with it? Do you have a plan? Do you have a marketing plan, a business plan? Do you have a strategy? What is your phase 1, 2, 3, 4? You got to keep us going. And this is the same that anybody's going to do with their business. You got to have a start and you got to have an end goal. Oh yeah, we could keep going, but we're just brushing the top. We haven't peeled the onion back yet.
Right. Although it's probably going to make you cry just like one.
No worries.
All right, let me see here. We're going to try and get this loaded up so we can talk about it. Feel free to keep talking while we're loading this up on the screen.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to send this off right now.
So as she do that, so we're talking about entrepreneurship, everybody, and I see a lot of people in the crowd. This is Metaverse. Metaverse is tomorrow. So I challenge you to say, what are you doing to make money? Because if you've been doing everything for at least 2 to 3 years and the whole goal is to be monetized, See, the thing about these platforms is they're in beta right now, just like I'm in beta. I cannot upgrade my site unless I see people using it. Horizon, everybody else can't upgrade their stuff and they can't do nothing until they see your style, your stuff doing. Remember, if you don't own the company and you're a part of the product, respectfully, you are a minion to the game. And company is not going to know what to do until you cry about it, till you ask about it, until you suffer with it. And their goal is to meet your needs. And that's for every business. And it don't matter what you do. So, as me being an app developer and people come in and say, hey, I need an app. I ask them those questions. First of all, do you got the money? How much money you got? Who's your competition? Do you think you could weigh out, because sometimes it takes a business 3 to 5 years to do it. And now we are in the social media world now where everything is done. What is next? That's the main question that everybody need to ask right now. What is next? And then are you willing to give it up to get it done? We say that all the time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice to get what we need. They're just loading up the file right now. The first one that we're going to go through, which is the demo, is a little bit long, so it's just loading up on the screen now. And we're going to show you all a version of this app. He's going to walk through it with you and show you how it works, how you search in it, the different little categories like you were talking about. And it should come up in just a moment. There's a slight lag in VR, as we're all aware of.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 videos. I'm going to give you the official app tutorial after this. But what I did is I made a 11-minute video here that's going to give you a walkthrough tutorial, and I'm going to talk you through it. As this morning I was clicking on different areas, and I'm going to explain how to work the website and everything, how to do the search. So we're going to bring up some major cities so you see what was going on. Oh, yeah, it looked like today is a day for VR. VR is going through all the challenges today. So for everybody here, as we do that, November 1st is the soft launch. Also, since I'm a military veteran, I'm giving back to the vets. So if anybody, I have 3 plans: free trial, standard, which is $1 a month, 10 a year. You follow your accounts. You don't get to auto promote or the alerts. The premium is $5 a month, 50 a year. And that gives you the auto promote. And if you follow any account, you get alert notification. But if you are military, if you're active or a veteran, you pay $50 one time, you get a lifetime subscription with that email. That's what I'm doing. And right now, if you are near a military base, Seattle, San Diego, Corpus Christi, Texas, Jacksonville, Hampton Roads, Navy Yard, DC, Chicago, we got senior enlisteds that's going to give the app to all the junior troops and them, and those cities are updated. And if you are 100% disabled, then you will get a free $50 premium once you show that you are 100%. And they're saying I'm the next Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and all that. They're calling me that, and I got to get there, which is great. I don't say that. I let other people say that. But my goal is, after I make my money and taxes go first, 33% automatically done. My investors get their money, and then I'm the pot. But before I even get the pot, 10% of what I make is going to go back to military, hospitals, and the military morale system. So I'm giving 10% back. So if I was to make $100 million, then I'll be giving $10 million back to the hospitals, so my brothers and sisters could get better care, better beds, better machines, better morale and everything. So, it's not about the money. It's all about who needs it when it's time. So is that opportunity.
That is incredibly generous of you. I have a big heart with the give back stuff, for different projects and everything. But I do feel like the military and ex-military definitely need to be taken better care of. So I think that's amazing that you're doing that. So thank you very much for your efforts in there.
So hopefully I motivated everybody in the crowd to start an app tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck.
Well, we actually had Rex Exec on a few weeks ago, and he's doing, the apps in the heads, in the glasses. So and he's been working for a long time getting these up. And so, there are people out here who are trying to do big things like this. And it's a serious investment of time, energy, money all together.
Yeah, like last month I was in Denver and we was playing with the app in a Tesla. So now you could be in a Tesla and you get directions, tickets, parking, and soon like that. And as this video comes up, one of my phase 4 situations is I'm coming with my own pay-per-view. So you don't have to leave to go to a festival. You can watch it right in your seat. And be serious, you don't need to go to a dope venue. I could get a digital lap dance by being on me, and you could pay by Cash App and all that stuff too. So this is where it's going. So you guys know it wasn't going to be boring. We just get tickets. We got to make this smart. Yeah, got to make it more reason
we
to
need
get
more holographic. Then we need to get you connected with Meditech so we can have holographic things working.
I was with Meditech with him last month in Yonkers. So him and his team is going to do a camera on the kiosk, and they're going to put a hologram hood. So when you're walking by in the airport, you're going to have a someone interact with you. And when you scan your subscription, hey, how you doing? And it's basically going to have questions for you. And if there's about 10 to 20 kiosks in the airport, you could do a scavenger hunt while you're waiting for your layover and stuff. Oh, trust me, it's going to be crazy the way I got things going on. So
that is incredible.
So what I'm going to do is give you guys a tutorial of what it goes through. And this is what the website's looking like. So I got my cursor there. You should see me waving. Then I should be gone. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, wrong thing. I got a face a mother could love. Look at that. All right. So here's the website right here. As I try to look at my cursor, I might have to come out a little bit and see what I'm doing. Is that okay? Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
All right. So welcome to the website here. So when you go to the website, you got trending, you have this week, you have attractions, and you're going to have your dates, and you got your banner. You select your city right there. So any city you go into, you type it. And then when you type it, any city will come up when you bring it. Boom, boom, boom. So 2:00 in the morning, clicking some stuff, search. I can see what city and what events is going on there. App Store, you got your phone book right here at contacts. So I can look for people. I can look for anything that's going on in Vegas. And if I go to annual events in any city, it will bring up all the attractions that go on from Comic-Con, state fairs, music festivals, parades, food festivals, drinks, that let you know what's going on in every city. And if I do my map, this is my map to it where I'm custom to my map. So if a hurricane happens, a flood happens, or COVID happened, I create a venue aid where you got red circles for crime, roadblocks, and it will let you know what's going on. Soon this map will let you know how many men, women, LGBT is in the area. And if I follow any events with a subscription, I can follow Metaverse events, I can follow attractions, I can follow reoccurring events, annual events, and Metaverse, just showing you what my subscription is right here. Also for the accounts, if I follow any type of accounts, I got nightclubs, I got wrestling, I got arena stadiums, I got music artists, and I can follow different flavors of the accounts. And this is part of the subscriptions. Here go all my type of music artists I'm following. And hopefully if I click on any of them, everybody has a page. There's their social media. I could follow them right there. I could share them on Facebook and Instagram. It shows how many followers I got, her music genre. If anybody has discography media, it brings it straight to that. So anytime they add a new music, you get alert notification. Their business page comes up. And this is all what I did is I basically created everybody's business page, took all their social media, took all their tours, and I added on my stop. So you don't have to leave my site. You can stay on here the whole time. You got banner events. So if you want to do advertising, I control advertising in every city and every account. So you see that. So anybody who has a business. And then if she's involved with any of the concert tours, I could click on any location and you see it right there. We got the subscriptions going. So we're going to go to this. So when you upgrade and you say you want to sign up, you got the free trial. That's going to be for 7 days. We're going to upgrade that. You have the standard. That's $10 and $1, and you got the premium. And this is if you're a military veteran, you pay $50. As long as you stay with your email, you get free lifetime subscription. So again, it gives you notification and auto promote. When it auto promotes, you put your favorite genre, your favorite cuisines, your favorite amenities, and it'll do for you. Any city I go to, if I type in attractions, all the attractions, museums, aquariums, you got skyline, observation decks. And now, just like Build-A-Bear, I can bring up the attractions and it adds up all the hashtags together and it organizes it for you. So it helps you find what to do, what day of the week, what event, what attractions I want to look for. So if I pick out any attractions, and if it's a lot of attractions going on that relate to all the attractions. And if I select one here, observation deck, it deals with skyline and zip line. It shows me everything within Vegas. And remember, every city I'm doing, I'm just giving you 25% of it. Let's go to Dine and Drinks. So if I go to Dine and Drinks, we're talking about pulling every restaurant from every casino. There's over 68 casinos, over 4,000 restaurants. If we go to entertainment, it's going to pull every artist, every residency, every magician, illusionist, whatever you call those people. And now you do the same thing here. Now, this is an error on my part because we got to update this. If I go to a new subscription, that should have deleted, but now we're back in entertainment. I can see what venues of entertainment it is, and I can see the different ones who got events. Now I go to hashtags for entertainment, and it shows me the days of the week I'm going. I can also do it by music genres. Okay, let me find pop. It pulls all the pop from Vegas right now. And if you don't, Janet Jackson and Bruno Mars, that's all New Year's Eve. And it pulls from all the arena stadiums. So if I'm looking for a DJ or music artist, there it is. National, state fairs, every Comic-Con, every Anime Con, every award show, car show, everything in the nation in date chronicle order. I could buy tickets. I could do parking. Everything is listed from all over the nation. I own the nation here with what's going on. So if I want to go here and I want to bring up any information, I bring up the down window, I go to annual event, and I just want to see what am I going to click on? I think I'm going to click on state fairs, and state fairs are ending for the wintertime, but it's going to give me all the 2025 that's loading up right now. Let's go to festivals. So we're talking about every food festival, drink festival, music festival. I got Mimosa Fest. I need to be there next week and get drunk on the grass. But if I go to 3 Points in Miami, if I look up those keywords in Miami, it will bring up this event. I could buy tickets and it lets me know what artist is going to be there at what time. And I'm going to break it down why it's going to show me what day they're performing also. So remember, every artist gets a paid. So if you say you're a singer, you got to prove to yourself that you sing. So I could click on anybody right now and you see I'm following him. And if I want to follow somebody else, I follow them. Now they're going to go up in my in my subscription. And I can follow anything right now. And if I click on any artist, it's going to give me their full business page, what genre, their discography. I could do anything. So now every time they click on here, I get the money for the clicks. I get the CRMs. And now you have all their information. Then you can see other events they're in where he probably has more. There's a lot going on. Cannabis. I know some of you guys like this. So now if you want to go there pregame and postgame, let's see how we can shop at this. So now we go here, we go to hashtags, and we got cannabis, and it breaks us down. We want pre-rolls, flowers, dispensary, edibles. Man, I'm a drug. I can't say drug dealer. I'm a happy dealer on my day off. Let me say that.
We can't say drug dealer.
No, we can't say drug dealer. So, but at the same time, you go to any city that is doing that, you can get it. Sports. Every NBA, every NFL, all NASCAR, wrestling. So if I'm looking for any sports, I can look for women's sports. I can look for any type of sports going on. And I'm just showing Vegas right now. But now here go all the rest of the sports. And if I click on anyone, WrestleMania is going to be in Las Vegas if you didn't know next year. And let's bring it to the Metaverse. So here's the metaverse right now, and you see some of these. You got a few VR chats, you got a few Horizons. This is basically matching the Horizons chat. There go me and G Deuce today, and I'm gonna click on the Deuce. So she's sitting right here. She's a star. This is her business, G Deuce. And if you want to click on it, it brings you straight to the Horizon world. So if you are doing this from a kiosk or your app, you could go into the world right now, and I'll change that to buy tickets to Metaverse. And she has her information, and you could find her somewhere in the Metaverse right there. But let's really click on her business because this is the event. When you click on a Metaverse world, if you have other events, it shows if you want to put your hours, it goes straight to her business in real life. And this is who she is. And in G Deuce, I want 10% today if you get new followers. If she has a reoccurring, and if you don't know, we do every other Monday that we do here. So you can have all your long range events on here if you are in the Metaverse also. So I just gave you somebody that has a real world business here. And now I can filter it, and I can find the different types of Metaverse. And even though I'm in Las Vegas, I'm in Metaverse, but I'm about to change that. But now if you do Metaverse, we can look up talk shows, networking. It'll bring up all the talk shows. And no, I don't have everything on here, but we're just starting off to show you what it looks like. And we got different type of Metaverse where if you don't know, I created my own hashtag worlds, and it'll show you all the PvP games. Come on. So now you don't have to ask the question when you go to any city. It helps you go on. So now I'm going to go to Horizon Worlds because basically I gave them a city or a zip code. And it'll show you everything of Metaverse events. So if nobody don't have a clue, it gives you heads up. I go to VR chat. And then we can break this down when we clean it up because it's just going to relate with the hashtags that's dealing with VR chat. City Adam of where Golden Hands and them built the city. So the hashtags will filter every time you go to a new city. And we're almost done here. So like I said, this thing is gigantic, and the app, and this is the website, but the app is going to make it very easy for you to navigate much quicker than this right here. But if you're at your desktop, if you're at a computer, this is what it looks like right now. And I know that this is almost ending right now because I need to know where else I'm clicking to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to different cities, and I'm going to show you the attractions that's going to be at various cities. Let's go to Los Angeles, if I know how to spell it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the attractions that we have loaded. So when you go in the city, if you're looking for anyone with these cities right here, you could go to dine and drinks. You could go to entertainment. You could go to sports. So any city you bring up, everything is going on. So we're going to Houston right now. So if you're looking for any attractions in these cities, VenueGPS. So if you want to go to Miami, like I said, again, all dine and drinks, all sports in different cities. But what I'm doing is I'm bringing up all the attractions. So when you go there, you can look for the park, you can look for the beaches, you can look for the murals, you can look for the statues, you can look for everything, the shopping malls, the Ferris wheels in every city. Washington, D.C. is where I'm at. Somebody has and we're in B more, and then we're going to show a few more. Atlantic City, where I was just there last weekend, and I was just in Philadelphia. Philadelphia got a lot of history, a lot of history there. So again, any city you go to, we want you to feel local while traveling. So regardless of what you're doing, my goal is to make you feel local and travel easy when you go. So this is going to be the first time that people see it, because this is the app that's going to be going in the app store, and it is going to break down the app. And this one has voice, so I'm not talking.
Hello, and welcome to VenueGPS. VenueGPS is designed to enhance your experiences wherever you go. Whether you're a traveler, partygoer, foodie, or simply looking for local events, our app is here to help you discover what's happening around you without needing to ask. To get started, you need to download the VenueGPS app from the App Store or Google Play Store. Once the app is installed, go ahead and launch it. Now you need to log in using your email and password or sign up by clicking here. Fill in your information and click Sign Up. Congratulations! You've registered successfully. All you need to do is confirm your email to activate your account. Next, tell us more about yourself by entering your first name, last name, and date of birth. Then, select your gender, race, and age. Finally, enter your zip code and hit Next. Now select a subscription plan, free trial, standard, or premium. And now you're in. You can check your city up here, and you can also navigate to any city that you're traveling to easily by typing it in. The homepage will show all the venues and events within the location, and you can filter them by category, like trending, attractions, dine and drink, entertainment, metaverse, sports, and many more. Navigate the categories based on your preference. For example, National includes the state affairs, Comic-Cons, and Carnival award shows. Festivals includes all music, drink, and food festivals. Sports include all professional sports like NFL, NBA, NHL, boxing, UFC, and college sports. But if you don't have a preference and want to explore new options, just go to the All category and browse the available venues. Once you like an event, just click this star icon to add it to your My Events. Any star by the account name. Just click this star icon to add it to your My Accounts. On the top right of the app, you'll find letter V icon for My Venue. Go to My Events, where you'll be able to check all saved events. Go to My Accounts to see followed business pages. Dine and Drinks will have restaurants, nightlife, casinos, venues, annual events. People will have singers, bands and comedians, cannabis, and the Metaverse. You can also turn this bell on in My Events or My Accounts to receive alerts when an event comes up. On the Contacts page, you'll be able to check your phone book. On the Hashtags page, you'll be able to filter events based on holidays, cuisines, music genre, food, drinks, theme, and more. For example, let's say I'm going to Las Vegas and want to check what's available on Thanksgiving weekend. I will just select it from the Hashtags drop-down menu, scroll to Holidays, select Thanksgiving weekend, and hit Apply. All available events will be presented to you. Click on your favorite event to check more details. You can also follow the artist by clicking here, or buy a ticket for the event right away. And that's it. VenueGPS, your ultimate travel companion.
Listen, this is where we at right now, where we are involving. And please, when you are here, when Metaverse and all these ones, when you're in beta, expect error all the time. And that's why you got to keep the beta stuff up there, because everybody thinks Facebook is perfect. Facebook been here for 30 years and it took them 30 years to get it right. And that's why you got updates all the time. But that video right here, it cost me about $2,500 to do it. And then, you had to put all that within that 13 minutes that I did. You had to put that in 3 minutes. Even that 3 minutes is long.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're a developer, now you have to build something to present it to people to sell it. And that's the question. Is your sell good? Is what you're presenting good for the market? And as you see, I have done something that nobody haven't done. And I see why nobody haven't done, because it takes a lot of work. I am in the house 15 to 18 hours a day, loading, testing, and coding all day. And welcome to VenueGPS.
It's truly an amazing app. I mean, what's the kind of response you've had from the people that you have shown here in the Metaverse?
People are saying I'm the next trillionaire. I'm the next Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos. I'm one of those where, why I made VenueGPS is I don't need to use Ticketmaster, Facebook, Eventbrite. I basically created my own avenue. I am independent of social media. I just put a digital layer around World, and I just took all the accounts that I need and I put it up on my level. Now you could go to my world right now, because now I got 25 other businesses that has a GPS.com. Like my next app is going to be Closet GPS, where you put all your clothes on there. So if ladies, if you say purple, your coat, your pants, your shoes, your socks, even for the women, wigs, accessory, perfume, all that will come in. And the easy way for me to do it is, instead of me doing commercials, I'll just push it on VenueGPS. Whoever's following, it will go to their phone. I basically control my own destiny of advertising, promoting, concierge, and ticket sales, all in one stop.
All right, then. So the app is soft launching. You're looking to expand to other cities and everything else. You're looking to bring in other types of navigation in there with the closet and everything. Where do you see this going, say, 10 years from now? Where would what's your ultimate goal there? What else would you like to see built into it at some point?
Well, like I said, we are bringing our own pay-per-view in it. We are bringing the AI into it. We're going as low as high school Pop Warner Sports. So every town you go to, it's going to identify the network there. I'm already having meetings with mayors. I'm with bankers right now. I'm with Fortune 500 CEOs and stuff. Like I said, I just left Atlantic City the other day. I'm dealing with all casino owners and everything. People see the bigger play. The mayors love it because I bring visitations to municipalities and stuff. I am the boroughs, like I'm the destinations. And not only that, we bring more tourists and visitors in, we help small businesses in the area be recognized between the events. If I go to any city and there's a reason I'm going, by plane, travel, vacation, visiting people, if I'm military, if I'm a trucker, any outfit you go into, VenueGPS will support breakfast, lunch, dinner, after parties, pregame and postgame, make you feel local while traveling. So the whole goal is now, you see, we got all the traction. So if you got your family, your kids, whatever. And then if you're carrying your goggles with you, then I can see what's going on in the metaverse. And I am the only app that does that right now.
Well, congratulations on all that you've achieved so far. I know this is going to go much, much bigger, but it's amazing to see what you've done. And if there are people who are in here that want to get in touch with you, if they feel that they've got, a show, an event, a venue in here that, that's consistent, maybe not a one-off for a venue, but if it's a special event or something, how do they get in touch with you so that they can, give you their info and get qualified to be in there?
Yeah, follow all social media, VenueGPS, one word. Even if you're looking in the App Store, just VenueGPS is one word. And if you want to submit any events and everything, just send a DM. We will be hiring people here to be liaisons and ambassadors for the app. Like classic example, Crypto City, I will love for her to be the VR designated podcast for it. And I want to add you to the payroll, and we could do it like that. So that's one thing that we're doing. So we are going to take community leaders that is good in different topics, and we want them to lead and be the ambassador for our application. So that's where it's going here. Yeah.
That's amazing. I appreciate that.
No, thank you. And another people like G Deuce, I know Cyber Shay and stuff like that. They've been helping me out since I've been here a lot of times. And I know G Deuce been following me a lot lately. Not only that she's helping me, I've been bringing her around my meetings and stuff, and we're, and just showing her what I'm going through every day and stuff. But, I'm going to need people in here because now I'm about to move up to the executive level. And I'm teaching people to do my job. So now I got to speak to the people, put on my black tie, put on my lemon pepper steppers, whatever the young kids say. And then, I got to go out there and do it.
Well, you'll do it.
So,
I am fully confident in that. Everything that I've seen, it's very impressive. Thank you for coming here to share this with everyone. Thank you for being patient during some technical difficulties. We are going to, get this video up onto YouTube and Spotify, but also we will get it up on our Discord. So the people who are following on Discord will have not only just the video of the show tonight, but the actual videos that you shared for the training. And they will be able to have your contact info in there as well if they want to reach out to you and get themselves listed. So we'll get that over to you as soon as possible. And, thank you all for being here tonight, for bearing with us. And I hope you all found this extremely educational, because I know I did. And I think that we're all going to be able to benefit from this right now, and even more so down the road. So next week, we are actually going to have on here Second Life Rich to do a training. And you're actually wearing avatar that was created by Second Life Rich, as well as some of the other people here in the audience as well. So he'll be coming on to do a training for us, and we will be really looking forward to that. That will be our monthly training segment. And thank you again for being here. And we will see you again next Monday night, 9 p.m. EST, right here in VRC. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss City Girl.
Thank you.